We are delighted to have Anna Griffin wonderful card making kits available to us.
And this one is a pop-up card making kit. It's all about birthdays and perfect petals.
And I have to tell you, it's a perfect match between Anna's designs and our design team. Wait till you see what we have. Come play with us. Well, this is what the package looks like,
Right.
and you can see very pretty. Lots, okay, John's going in closer.
And you can see right away, pop-up card, and these are the elements that are within the kit,
Right,
so you're going to get a look like that.
There are 180 pieces, so that's a good number to remember.
Right, this is going to make 12 birthday cards. The sentiments are all about birthdays.
Lots of ideas, but let's show you what's in this kit.
Oh, I do want to mention, more than just ideas, it also has lots of tips and techniques, and it has instructions. So it really is simple. So some real basic instructions, easy to do.
And as you can see what's on the table, those 180 embellishments
Right.
are lots of different things.
Right, you're going to get flowers. So the die cuts, all different kinds of flowers, beautiful colors. They're going to go together really well. There are also a few birds in there, so that's fun. So it's just filled with these big standout die cuts. You get sentiments. You're going to get an inside and outside. The square are considered the outside, and these are the inside. And you're just going to glue those in place, all birthday related. Plus you get these nice border pieces and all of these different designs that match the colors of the cards.
And we'll show you ways to use them. And then you get this frenzy of foiling. Just really, really fun. And I think these are one of the distinctive things of Anna's kits.
You've got these great flourishes. You've got right hand and left hand, so you can do that opposing. Some of them are going to sit with this little flat area, going to sit on the bottom of your little pop-up steps. You have stars, you have balloons, everything for a birthday celebration, even something that looks like an Easter lily to me, which is great for Easter. That would be nice.
Then you're going to get the 12 cards. Now these are already printed for you. You see that square place? Well, that's where the square greeting goes.
Right, right on the front, just like that.
Couldn't be easier. They're blank on the inside because you also have a dozen of these. This is what makes it super, super easy.
Right, that insert, you're just going to glue it in place, and I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. And you have, each one of them is going to match the different card styles. So just really beautiful, this really light pastel coloring on these cards, so you can really choose a design that you want to use, and the matching inserts for that too. And I feel like this could be masculine just as easily as it could be feminine, and especially if you use like maybe the balloons and the cake and whatever, you could get it.
And the champagne.
Easily, right, and the champagne.
You also get the envelopes to match. So it's really a nicely complete kit. So you want to show your demo?
Or well, let's look at a card first to see what the end result is.
Okay, so here's an end result. So what you're doing is using the structure that Anna provides with the art that she has, and it's up to you how you put it together.
Right.
Now, you saw that there was a blank area, and that's where the square goes. But in this case, Debbie's added some of the flourishes to each side.
Right.
And this has a cream kind of background. On the inside, she went with a light blue.
Beautiful. And I love that. Look, it just pops up. They just kind of go 3D into place. It's just a really pretty look. So she's just adding die cuts. And this die cut, I see that she cut out the center of one of those and foam taped it to another one, because you've got more than one to use. You can do that if you want.
There's one of the borders here, and then there's another one right there. And then the flowers are coming up from those pedestals on the inside, and then the flourishes are kind of winding around on the back and glued to the back.
So let me just show you the process of how you might choose, how you might put this together. So I've chosen this real pretty pink one. I like this, and so there's the cover. And on the back, I want to note that it says handmade by, so you've got an area there to write or stamp or whatever you want to do on the back. So with this nice pink, I looked through those inserts and I decided, okay, here's my nice pink for the inside. And the first thing I'm going to do is open this up. Keep that open just so. And then I know that I'm going to want this to open just like so. I want it that orientation. So I'm going to place the folds of these two tabs, right, which is actually just like the center line of the fold of the card, right on the fold of the inside there. When I do that, That's going to leave me about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So that's what I want to think of when I glue this in place. It's going to be about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So let me now take this out. I'm going to turn it over because I'm going to put glue on this side. And that will be placed right in the card.
And you're just using the glue stick.
I'm
You
just
can
using
use
the glue stick.
whatever adhesive you want.
Right.
We happen to like glue sticks.
So I'm only placing the glue on this panel. I'm not going to place it right there because that's one of the pop-out pieces.
Right.
So only on
So be
this
careful.
level of the card. Now I turn it over of the insert. About 1/8 of an inch away from the edges. I'm putting that right up to the fold, and then I just press it in place. Now the nice thing about this is I'm ready to just put the glue right here. I know right where to put it because I can see that area. Make sure I get it around the edges. It's really the most important thing is to get it around the edges of that card, and then I'm just going to fold that over and
Press open.
and open.
Ta-da.
And now you've got your card. So now what you get to do is start making decisions, and you have lots of decisions, you know, you can make, you can choose
Choices.
from, choices that you want to choose from. I'm going to start with that center area, which is ready for a greeting. Wishing you a day of sunshine, sending well wishes. I think I'll choose this one.
Let's choose
So
sunshine.
it's just an easy process, and you can glue it on, or you can foam tape it on. Foam taping will give it a little bit of lift, a little bit of a 3D effect, and I can just glue that right in place. Now, really, I'm done with the front. I don't have to do anything else, but you could add ribbon. You could add some of the die cuts to the front. If you wanted to, I could tuck it under there the way Debbie did on one of hers, or I can move on to the center. And when you get to the center, you've got some of the borders. So, oh, which one do I want? Do I want the blue, the gray? Do I want to put it here? Do I want to put it on one of the steps? You get to choose where you want to put it, and then you just start building by adding die cuts. And all you have to do is sort of one at a time start adding them. Let's see, maybe I'll place that there. And then I can just start adding flourishes, and of course I can end it with what do you call another sentiment on the inside, wherever you want. And when you're done, you're going to have one of those cards that has all of those little pop-ups.
Right. And you choose. It's your selection process, you're designing. So this was the first one. Now we've got more. And I like this. I like how
Isn't that nice?
that's kind of trailing over. I think that's really, really pretty.
Adding the die cuts to the front, foam taping them, tucking them behind, real easy to do, and adding dazzles. We have some dazzles on here.
You know, that's just what we have to do. It just calls for it. These are the silver border dazzles.
And some of the pink jewel
Yes,
dazzles
you're
as well.
right.
Really simple. They go with it nicely.
It does a nice
But
compliment
again,
to
you
the
can
shine.
see how simple that is. Just start adding your die cuts. Look at this. Debbie actually chose to put this one like right and score it and let that pop up that way. That's another way of doing it. So if you want to take a little bit more time, she threw in some balloons to make it fun.
And then she's got the inside greeting back on the back panel. So, and the idea is letting them overlap visually or actually, however you choose.
The steps of the card just do that naturally for you. I mean, you could put fewer die cuts on there and still get a beautiful look.
There you go. Yeah.
And of course, you can look at the instructions too. It has those ideas for you. If you're having a hard time placing, just look at the instructions and it'll give you some ideas.
Now, a horizontal card.
Which I think is a great
I do
idea.
too.
You can totally do it horizontal. I love the bird sitting up there on top.
And this
And when
is
you
going
open it
to
up, ta-da.
pop up. So you're not limited to only a vertical card. I
Right.
think that's really fun.
Really, that's a fun one too. It's
Yeah.
still going to fit in the envelope, no
Yeah.
problem. So you've got that. That's
Works
great.
really nicely.
I
Very,
love
very
the
good.
colors. They're really kind of subdued, but they're
They
just
are.
beautiful.
Well, and it's really a nice contrast. If the cards were brightly colored, your eyes wouldn't pick out the beauty of the die cuts.
Exactly,
And
right.
that's really, it's a nice background for
So
them.
something a little different here. Debbie chose to take the label and mat it on some purple circles holographic paper.
Now
so
that-
that's a thought.
No one on the planet would think about adding these beautiful things to this wild and funky holographic, but
So that's fun. Plus, you know, whatever specialty paper, if you've got the silver linen, I think would look nice too. She
How
even chose
fun.
to place some of it on the insert
Yeah.
of the card. Here, let me, I glued this in. She placed it on the inside of that card card before she placed that insert on top of it.
It's a nice surprise. It's really fun. So there you go. Now again, this has been moved. You've seen it in the front, you've seen it in the back, here it is in the middle, and adding these flourishes all over front. I do love it coming from the sides. I think it's just beautiful.
So lots of fun ways to use these cards.
Yeah, we mentioned 180 pieces.
Yeah, 180 pieces, simple to do, and Anna pretty much guides you through it.
Yep. We'll see you next week.